Nikko from ESPN Gainesville. Alongside me is Jonathan Perez. We're here at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida, where the Gators end their season with a 41-7 loss to Michigan. And Jonathan, it wasn't a typical performance from the Gator defense.
Yeah, Nico, the Gators didn't end the season the way they wanted to, and Jim McElwain said multiple times in his press conference after the game that Michigan just outplayed them, and they were a lot more physical than the Gators were. So let's take a look at how the game went down.
Great start for Michigan in the first quarter. Wolverines running back Drake Johnson scores the 4-yard touchdown to put Michigan on the board.
That's their first of 2 rushing touchdowns of the day for the Wolverines. They really pounded the ball on the ground, finishing with 225 rushing yards.
But Florida would respond on the next drive. The Gators had their cereal this morning because they came with tricks.
That cereal must have been without milk. The only point scored for Florida in this one. Antonio Callaway actually flipping this one to his quarterback Treon Harris for the touchdown.
Later, Michigan quarterback Jacob Rudolph finds the receiver wide open for the 31-yard score. Florida cornerback Vernon Hargraves got lost on the pump fake.
Yeah, not a good one for the Florida secondary. Michigan giving them a hard time in the air, passing for 278 yards, and Rudolph throwing 3 touchdowns in the win today.
Now, this might be where the Gators lost their chance at making it competitive. 1st and 10 on the 15. Florida's Treon Harris is intercepted in the end zone. Not a good decision by Treon, to say the least.
A tough game for Treon, 8 for 21 on the day, and check this out. In the second half, he did not have a single completion. Michigan goes on to score 34 unanswered points to secure the win and the Citrus Bowl.
The Florida Gators finished their season with a 10-4 record, losing their final 3 games of the season. But Jonathan, there's still a lot for this team to be excited about.
Yeah, an impressive season nonetheless for Jim McElwain and the Florida Gators. Jim McElwain in his first season as head coach for the Gators, making it to an SEC championship game, also making it to a bowl game. Now he's going to shift his attention to the offseason and try and bring in a top recruiting class as well.
Well, for Jonathan Perez, I'm Nikko with ESPN Gainesville from the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida.